I know you want.
Natural. Act natural. I said natural, not dead.
I am. I'm naturally dead.
Hello, hello.
Thanks for joining us on this Super Saturday. This same time last week, Star Wars Celebration was going on in Japan. They dropped some interesting little tidbits between, movies, TV shows, video games, books, all that stuff. And since we're going to narrow it down mainly to the movies and TV shows that are going to be dropping this year and over the next year or two, that's what we're going to focus on today. Maybe we'll talk about Star Wars Company Zero, a video game on the current generation of video games, which is interesting. The storyline is interesting. They got a Jedi and a Mandalorian, and as we know, they don't play nice.
You giving away stuff?
No, I'm just talking about something that we're not going to be talking about.
Did you send a message to your sister?
Yeah, I sent a message to Stuffy with her hot takes, but she's probably, running the blockade runner and doing her own thing, trying to pick up some, Imperial transmissions to send them off to the rebels. No, that would be dialing my phone number. So I'll put up a little picture.
Where I send her a message to.
Excellent. So all the stuff that we're going to be talking about, we're going to post this later with pictures, because our past experience trying to live stream and throw up pictures at the same time, no bueno.
Well, that plus we had to rebuild the computer, so I've had to reinstall everything, and I wasn't smart enough to save all of the settings that we had on OBS. I wanted to say IBS, but that's something.
Nathan.
That's something completely different.
Future Nathan, interject. Excellent from Bill and Ted.
Totally killed us, you evil metal dickweed!
So, I don't know. I feel like we're talking to ourselves here.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's like my live streams. Where is everybody?
Well,
Hello.
Kind of short notice. Not everybody pays attention to Facebook.
Hello. Anybody out there?
In a galaxy far, far, or close away. Okay. Enough with the early banter chit-chat that nobody will see except for maybe Patreon.
Let's get this
party started.
No. Let's kick the tires and light the fire.
Top Gun.
Kick the fires and light the tires.
Who has the dyslexia now? Kick the fires and light the tires. Woo!
And you.
Okay.
Turn it down on the volume.
Okay, Goose. Hit us with the intro, Sandy.
That lady's gonna sing.
Ah. I'm getting older, so my estrogen is, hitting me. So,
You're becoming more girly, and I'm becoming more manly.
Excellent.
Cool. Awesome.
Hit us with the intro.
What up, everybody? If you haven't figured it out by now, this is SequelCentric Tidbits, where we're going to give you some quick scoops and news from the interwebs about your favorite franchises. Today, it's all about Star Wars Celebration 2025. Yo.
Sorry.
You're interrupting me with me.
Sorry.
It's going to be good. I am Sandra, your one and only Last with Sass. And he is the scruffy looking nerf herder to my high class, highbrow royalty, Nate. How you doing?
Well, Joey, how you doing? My Gladiator review all over again. How you doing? I'm doing well
It's just
overall. Just finally finished the edit on Gladiator 2 over on Patreon.
Finally, about
If
time.
anybody wants to check that out, who's not on Patreon, our quick thoughts about Ridley Scott's maybe another masterpiece. Maybe we'll give it another 20 years and they'll say yay or nay on that. Quit playing with my Wookiee ball.
Batting your ball.
I'm also still remastering the audio on previous videos and shorts over on YouTube and ready to talk or not to talk about Star Wars since I've been faltering over the last couple of years whether I'm on the Star Wars train or off the Star Wars train because that's my jam. Sort of. How are you?
Besides going loopy from you being here,
Yeah, for the third day in a row.
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
Speaking about good, let's welcome any newcomers who found us as well as our tried and true regulars. Don't forget to hit
When I'm not being, hormonal.
or click the like and subscribe button. Thanks for sharing. You don't have to share all the
No
time.
worries.
Or
You might get extra sass.
tap the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of this wonderful Wookiee crap or miss out on new videos or
You wanted
shorts.
this, you got it.
I know.
Told ya, be
I used to be
careful.
the wild card
Careful what you ask for.
when it was Duff and I, but apparently everything, all the funniness and the wild cardness has shifted to you.
The loose cannon.
Loose cannon. Speaking about
Got
loose
it.
cannons.
Derp is here.
Derp.
Stuff.
Oh, excellent.
Chat. Derp is here.
Derp, derp, derp.
Derpy derp.
Before
Good. I get to call her out later.
Excellent. Before we dive into a galaxy far,
Yo!
far away, what should
Bite
you
your
be,
lips, man.
What should you be
You
reminding
know
people
what? You know what?
of?
Where's my pan? Where is it? No, I want my pan. I feel like I need it today. What'd you do with it? You hid it from me.
No, it's in the kitchen
Oh.
where it usually resides.
Anyways, before we dive into this, to the galaxy far, far away, we would like to remind everyone that Facebook and Instagram is another way to stay connected with us. We will post about, you never know what we're going to post. We post about upcoming live streams, news updates, and movies that SequelCentric is watching. Like Star Wars, Tales of the Jedi, and Star Wars, Tales of the Empire. Check us out on Facebook.com/SequelCentric or Instagram.com/SequelCentric.
Stealing that from you, Justin.
Mm-hmm. And over to you, Nate.
Oh, thanks. Back in the studio, Sandy. Anybody who's seen the Gladiator 2 review will get that reference. Last weekend,
Oh, that's better.
Star Wars Celebration was in Japan this year, and they dropped a few interesting tidbits
Konnichiwa.
our way. And thank you.
I don't know
We
what I
want to
said,
give
but-
you our
Is that hello?
something.
Okay.
We want to give our quick thoughts about them and a little summary. Sandy, hit us with the first Star Wars tidbit.
Well, let's start with what we've got teased about. An upcoming movie called The Mandalorian and Grogu. And I have words for this. Everyone's favorite tertiary helmeted bounty hunter and his adorable green kid are coming to the big screen on May 22nd, 2026.
Who are the other two favorite helmeted?
Ah, damn it. We just talked about this.
Well, first one should be obvious.
Nah. Don't tell me. Django,
That's number 2.
Boba.
Number 1.
Not the stuff that goes in your drink, which is gross. I don't like bubbles in my drink.
I mean, I would vote Leia as her bounty hunter.
You know what I think of those? I think of those beads that you stick in your bath.
Or up your butt.
What?
Anyways.
What the hell are you talking about? series mastermind on Jon Favreau will direct, and appears there's a chance this will effectively function, read the correct words, as a feature-length 4th season. I'm correcting myself.
In real time.
The TV show, potentially wrapping up the story for now. Exclusive footage shows Pedro Pascal as a maskless Mando and Grogu wielding the Force.
Grogu?
What did I say?
I heard Grogu. It's a Grogu.
Grogu.
Or Baby Yoda.
Oh, okay. Grogu.
What's in the coffee?
I don't know. What'd you do to my coffee?
What's in your BB-8 coffee
I
mug?
got my BB-8.
Which holds a whole pot of coffee.
Yeah, it does. Can you imagine if that was leaded?
Oh.
I'd be flying
Bing,
off
bing,
the walls. Okay, so Pedro Pascal, he was a maskless Mando, and Grogu, better?
Yeah.
Wielding the Force, together with legendary sci-fi actress Sigourney Weaver, that will appear in a mysterious role.
Get away from you, you bitch!
Jeremy Strong, who stars in The Bear, will play Rhoda, the buff, not bluff, gladiator, son of Jabba the Hutt. You have any quick thoughts about this, Nate?
I have thoughts. I don't know if they're quick. Because as you know,
we know
Blake stretched things out. I fell off the Mando series a while ago, especially after the Book of Boba Fett. But this news about this film, the announcement of Jabba's son, who we haven't seen since the Clone Wars movie back in 2008.
Thing,
intrigues me. The little picture or something we saw, he looked like a wrestler. Just, ooh, so that's what's oddly enough pulling me in. Not Mando, not Grogu, but this, because Stinky, that's his name that Anakin gave him. We haven't
Stinky.
seen him in such a long time.
Was it Anakin or Ahsoka that gave him that name? One of them.
Good. Well, my guess it's Anakin for his.
Because I remember Ahsoka calling him that.
I thought Anakin gave it to him because he has no love for the Hutts. Thoughts on Mando and Grogu?
Yeah, I have some thoughts.
Give me your hot takes.
I don't have hot takes.
How about hot flashes?
Yeah, I have those. I needed my notes. Not you.
You trying to get Stuffy to call us with a cuckoo clock?
No. That should be her sign when she hears the cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
She can call it. Just because I know it annoys her. Anywho.
Stuffy Blake.
Apparently, Stuffy's calling in with her hot takes. This is SequelCentric Live. What's your hot take? Oops. Hold on.
Oops, you hung up on her.
Hey, Stuffy, call back. The producer hung up on you.
No, you did.
I did?
The button was over here where your finger
Oh,
was.
I'm sorry. Call in again. I heard Uchi. That's what I heard. Anyways, get your thoughts up before Stuffy calls back.
I'm trying. But I keep getting interrupted by you Blakes.
One Blake, piece of cake. Two Blakes, shit.
I'd rather have 4 dogs than 1 Blake.
Wow. There's the hot take.
Stuffy Blake.
Now do it.
SequelCentric Live, a second time. What's your hot take? You sure you hit the...
Oh, my phone died.
Stuffy. Call my phone.
You killed it.
You killed the phone. That's what happens she killed your phone because she heard the cuckoo clock.
Yep.
Stuffy,
Anyways.
my twin. Call in one more time. You know you do.
One of these days, I'll get to tell you what I think. Might not be 2 days.
One day, probably not 2 days. And not tomorrow, for sure.
Yeah.
Call in one more time, please. We want to hear your hot take on whatever.
Call her.
Okay. Will she
That
pick?
might be easier.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
What's your hot take?
We know she's near the phone. There she is.
Oh, wow. She called me.
Because you're too slow.
Thanks. Okay, third time's a charm. Live with SequelCentric. What's your hot take on
Turn
whatever?
it down.
Wonder Twin Powers activate.
Okay. Is that your hot take, or is there anything else you want to add?
So you got nothing.
Stop listening. Stop listening to our 10-second delay and listen to me on the phone.
You're a dingus.
Hey. Okay. There we go. I can hear you. Listen to me 10 seconds behind. Turn it off when you call us. I don't know why I did this. Okay. Hit us with your hot thoughts.
Are you sure you want to hear it?
Yes. I want to hear it again. Everybody else wants to know what you're...
I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about Mando and Grogu and how it's going to possibly be the 4th season. And wrapping up everything.
Okay, here's my deal. We've got 3 shut up. We've got 3 seasons of The Mandalorian. 10 episodes, I think, in each season. You don't have to do the sign language. 10 episodes in each season, give or take. What the hell does she want now?
Oh, shit. I hung up on her.
You know what?
Is it working now?
Yeah.
How about now?
It's working now as long as you're not...
Is it still working?
Yes. Are you done
Is it
listening to
broken?
us 10 seconds in the past?
Did it die?
To quote Qui-Gon Jinn, live in the future.
Was it maimed? Did
No.
you drop it in the toilet?
No, but you did kill Sandy's phone.
I'm gonna go get lunch.
What's your hot take?
My hot take
Yeah.
is the telephone disaster. That's my hot take.
Okay. Anything else? Oh, nope.
That was it.
That's the first. She hung up on herself. Hot take, telephone disaster. Oh, don't forget the classic. I hate
I'm
people.
gonna get a binky for both of you.
Well, let me just... Well, what's your opinion about Sigourney Weaver being in... I think that's pretty exciting.
Yes.
And I don't know who Jeremy Strong is from... I know of The Bear, the TV show. I haven't seen it, which is interesting that they're pulling from these pool of actors.
I like how originally Star Wars had mostly unknown names aside from Harrison Ford.
Well, he was in one George Lucas film, but the first Star Wars, remember, the 2 actors that were known best was Sir Alec Guinness.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, the guy that played Grand Moff Tarkin.
But now they're pulling in like all these superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Which, nothing wrong with that. But anyways, with this being potentially the 4th season.
And normally they go for 10.
Normally we get 10 episodes on Disney Plus, but they're saying that they're going to do the 4th season as a 2.5-hour movie. I might feel a little cheated unless
I don't recall them
Unless-
saying it was 2.5.
2 hour. If they do a movie, which is usually 2.5 hours.
Normally, yeah.
Yes.
But it could be
3 if you're talking about Dune.
they could do Dune or
So,
or like Ben-Hur, which was 3.5.
but if they did something like sometime, Disney Plus is known to drop like the first 3 episodes of a season. If
Yeah.
that was the movie,
Yeah.
I could see that. And then the rest, pop up on Disney Plus to finish it off. I could see them doing that, or even doing a 2-part movie.
Yeah, I mean, they could go in many directions. This being the jump off point, and they've done it with other things like the final 2 episodes of like Game of Thrones and stuff like that. So, that's the question, right? Are they gonna do this? We know they're doing this, or are they gonna do like a second movie to round
Right.
it off, or are they just gonna go finish the rest of the season
Yeah.
on Disney Plus, which most likely is the way. But I find this intriguing because the last time since we had just mentioned Rhoda, it was great to see a Star Wars movie. That's before the prequels came out, the sequel movies came out. So to see Mando on the big screen, I think would be pretty exciting to see. It's one of those things, you know.
I can't get comfortable.
So I'm
Feeling very fidgety.
What's your hype level on this?
Well, I've been waiting for something on The Mandalorian because, you know, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. When is it coming out? Next year.
Yep.
Annoyed that I gotta wait another freaking year.
May 22nd.
Jeez.
So probably Memorial Day.
Looking forward to it, though.
Hype level 10. Patience level 2. We'll make it a 6.
Patience. 0.
My hype level is about 6, 7. You know, I need to go back and rewatch Mando again. I mean, when it first came out, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And everything. Especially with the assassin droid babysitter.
Like the river trip, you abandoned me in the canoe.
Excellent. Talking about abandonment, let's head on over to Star Wars Visions, which is getting a 3rd season.
You are known to jump ship.
Yes, James Laugh, whatever.
Wow.
At Lucasfilm revealed a release date for the 9 new Star Wars Vision shorts, October 29th, 2025. So this year, that's great. He also announced a all-new spin-off series of longer stories from this franchise.
Star Wars Visions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before I continue reading, what's your feelings and hype level on a season 3 of Visions?
Not as high as Grogu and Mando, but they are interesting. I mean, the seasons that we have seen,
Yeah,
they are interesting stories and concepts. I like, you know, that they're very different from the movies.
yeah. Anthology stories, they have no connection, and just like,
Right.
hey, let's take this story and put it in feudal Japan where it's black and white, and the only thing that is colored is lightsaber and lightsabers and laser blasts, you know, or something like stop motion from the Wallace and Gromit crew. So they're just interesting stories, which reminds me of the Star Wars Infinity comics, you know, not true, but just fun to watch and absorb.
Yes.
So what's your hype level?
About 5 or 6.
I would say I would say about 8 because I've enjoyed the other ones.
Okay.
Got through halfway of season 2 and forgot to go back. So, talking about being coming back or being invited, the 9th Jedi writer and director Kinji Kamiyama was invited to the stage. Settle down there, Fizz Gig or Dark Crystal. He wanted to thank the audience for being so supportive and enthusiastic about the adventures of Kara and Juno from the 9th Jedi and the upcoming one in season 3, Child of Hope. He then announced to the fans that Kara's journey is going to continue and unfold in the new spin-off, which is called Star Wars Visions Presents the 9th Jedi. To me, the Star Wars Visions property is kind of a spin-off from the franchise. So now you got a spin-off of a spin-off?
Spin-off of a spin-off. How many times are we going to spin?
I would ask you what your snappy thoughts about this. I'm sure if we had time to rewatch the 9th Jedi, I'd ask you, but I won't.
Okay.
But
Fair enough.
The one thing I got away from after season 1 was some of these stories, and that being one of them.
Yeah.
I was all for if they want to do more. I'm in it. To win it.
Close the door.
Okay, I will close the door.
And I can read.
And you can read.
He's read. No, I get to talk. Get you away from the screen. Director Sean Levy from Stranger Things, Free Guy and the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, is teaming up with Ryan Gosling for known for Blade Runner 2049, La La Land, and
La 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 la.
is that the movie? Is that where they went?
We're being invaded by Smurfs.
And the Barbie movie. They're working on a new standalone film, which is an entirely new adventure with all new characters, all in quotation, called Star Wars Starfighter, set after the events of The Rise of Skywalker and is flying into theaters Memorial Day 2027. You have any quick thoughts there, Nate?
Once again, I have thoughts. I don't know if they're quick. The first thing, if I may steal Stuffy's hot takes for a moment, what the hell happened to Penny? I'm sorry. Patty Jenkins's Rogue Squadron movie that was announced a couple of years ago. What happened to that? Is it shelved? Is it in limbo? I mean,
It's
you know,
in one of two places.
is it in the Phantom Zone with the new Superman
It's
movie?
either on a shelf or it's in the round file.
I mean, that got
I went
scrapped.
to the scrap heap.
The third Wonder Woman movie got scrapped.
That's in the scrap heap.
I mean, SequelCentric, if you want to know what our thoughts about the second Wonder Woman movie is, go over there to youtube.com or your favorite podcast channel to see what the Mine and Duff's thoughts were about the second Wonder Woman movie. But to circle it back around, my quick thoughts are, I like the fact that it's after episode 9.
My quick elongated fact.
And
Sorry.
and it has no attachment to the Skywalkers or anything within the timeline from the prequels to the sequels. This is set outside that timeline. I like the director. I've enjoyed his last couple of projects with Ryan Reynolds, Adam Project, Free Guy, and Deadpool and Wolverine. Plus, I've enjoyed the Stranger Things franchise, even though I fell off after season 3. So I'm familiar with Ryan Gosling's work, but I can't remember. I haven't seen the Blade Runner Legacy sequel. I haven't seen La La Land, and I haven't seen Barbie. But I know his last movie, Fall Guy, I think tanked a little bit. But I think overall he's a pretty solid actor without knowing any facts. But he does carry a presence with him, sort of like, you know, Reynolds or Mr. Magic Mike guy, Chatham, Tatum, Tata.
Channing Tatum.
That's right. My hype level is 1. Uno.
Okay.
Speaking about Uno, let's talk about Darth Maul, aka just Maul.
Cause you still want to flap your lips.
That's right. What are your I forgot to hand it over to you. What are
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You know, I'm used to being overlooked
or mowed over?
or mowed over,
Meow.
bulldozed, steamrolled. Take your pick.
Okay. What are your thoughts and hype level for this?
Well,
Project.
I'm interested to see a new story,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess I have a question, which I think you already answered.
Question away.
I'm gonna ask it again, just so that it makes sense in my brain, because you know my brain's kind of wonky lately. So it's a new story that's after all of the Skywalker
Yeah.
conundrums. But even though it's not around in the Skywalker saga, it's still part of that. It's going to be part of that universe.
Yes, sort of like Rogue One. There's no attachment to anything, but it's
connected but not connected.
exactly.
Got it. Okay. That answered my question.
Okay.
That's all my words.
Talking about connected but not connected, let's talk about Maul, Shadow Lord, which was announced in the final moments of the Lucasfilm Animation
Yeah, they
Showcase.
popped a surprise on him.
And I want to give a quick little congratulations to Dave Filoni and the Lucasfilm animation.
Animation.
Yeah, they've been going strong for 20 years. So they started off with Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and they rolled into Star Wars Rebels, The Bad Batch, and the Tales series. So I've enjoyed this animation and the evolution.
Animation.
So the show focuses on the Phantom Menace villain.
The villain.
Vermillion.
He's an animated.
The bad guy.
Villain.
Darth Maul, and we'll show him training an apprentice. This intrigues me. Before I kind of read the rest of the description, what's your hype level on this? Because mine's at a 9. I've always enjoyed Darth
Maul. Probably more than Visions. Because I mean, even though he's
7, Visions is a 5.
Even though he's a villain of animated, I liked him. I liked his character.
Yeah,
he was very different.
Yes.
But I'm not finished. So my hype level is probably like a 7.
What? A 7?
You just got your cooties all over me. Gross.
Give me a kiss.
No. No. You're annoying me.
Okay. Well, Star Wars animation mastermind David Filoni is behind the show, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
With longtime Maul voice actor Sam Whittier reprising his role.
Whitwer.
He did, I believe, voice Darth Maul in the live action Solo movie where we find out he's the head of the Crimson Dawn.
Yeah, that was kind of like, what?
So I'm really excited. He is, at this point, he is Maul. His voice is Maul. So like Kevin Conroy is the voice of Batman.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about this. Future details are unknown, but it's set to premiere. Gentilias? What? Sorry. Future detail is unknown, but it's set to premiere in 2026.
I'm glad I put not for children.
And we've already heard your. So, if I find a picture and post, because I forgot to mention all the things that we're talking about now, I'll throw up pictures and posts when we rewind, when I post it again. I can't talk.
You sound like one of those mixers.
Get me the hell off this live stream. No, light speed too slow. We must go to ludicrous speed.
Well, before we get out of here, SequelCentric would like to thank our super and outrageous tiered patrons for their extra help on this channel. It's like Marvelous Marty, Eduardo, and Red Barn Peter. I have to think of one for Eduardo. As well as our other patrons.
Excellent.
No.
Not excellent,
Other
Eduardo.
patrons like Fernando, PS5 Frank, Justin Halfwits, Sean and Jonathan, Cindy Warren, and of course, Big Mama Halsey.
Big Mama Halsey.
In the house. Actually not. She's at the Costco.
She's at the Costco. Why would you go to Costco on a Saturday?
Maybe they're onto something. Maybe we should go see what it's like today.
No way, Jose. I'd rather get struck.
Maybe Thursday was Saturday and today is gonna be.
I'd rather get struck down by Darth Vader and the Roadblocker and at the end of Rogue One than freaking go over. God, Costco on a Saturday? You have lost your mind, woman.
Well, we already knew that. But we like to say thanks for the help. It helps us with studio upgrades like our muff mic, which is getting old, and the curtain setup, which is also getting old.
And the prize wheel that we didn't use.
And yeah, the prize wheel that we'll use eventually.
One day, but not today. Definitely not tomorrow.
If you are looking for some... Oh, sorry, that's yours.
Yeah, way to go, Nate. If you're looking for some more SequelCentric content, head on
Wasn't
over to
highlighted.
patreon.com/SequelCentric. And
Slash.
for
That's my job.
one bank note from the Bank Federation, you can access extra content like Will It Sequel, Star Wars Tales of the Underworld, or Pirates of the Caribbean 2, Dead Man's Chest, and
Thanks. What?
and Gladiator.
A gladiator, yeah. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy this live stream, be sure to hit that like and share button and let everybody know. It helps us grow this channel.
Inch by inch. Before we go, we want to let everybody know that there will be a live stream to next month in May to commemorate two things. One, our YouTube channel has finally hit 150 subs. Actually, it's 155, 56 at this point. And two,
We're approaching 160.
Sandy being with the channel for 4 years. What are your thoughts on...
Please don't remind me.
Please? Okay. And to round out this live stream...
I just smacked my heel.
Wow. Are you going for the jackass thing about hurting yourself on camera?
Ow.
And before Sandy hurts herself again, remember to ask yourself this one question.
Not funny.
It's not funny?
Ask yourself this one question.
Yeah, ask yourself this one
Yeah.
question. Do you want to come back for some more?
Does it sequel?
Excellent!